Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Maihiihi for this fifth round match between KCRU United and Taupo Marist. It's almost been 4 years since KCRU United tasted victory, but today they have a real opportunity to break the hoodoo, to break the curse here at home against the last team that they beat, Taupo Marist, back in 2019. My name's Dan Tasker. I work for King Country Rugby as the Rugby Development Officer. It's my pleasure today to bring you coverage from King Country Rugby Union out here in Maihiihi. Joining me in the box seat is KCRU President Donald Street. Chuck it on, mate. Here he is. Welcome aboard, mate.
Welcome, Dan, and the rest of the commentary team. It's a great day here at KCRU United at Maihiihi. Just welcome everybody that's listening, and yeah, I think Dan summed it up pretty well. There's a lot on the line.
Outstanding. A pleasure to have Donald in the box seat today with me. Been in the saddle for the last couple of weeks. This is my last one. I think a couple of other jokers jumping in the saddle down in Taumaranui for the Derby game as we check out the standings. After 4 weeks, as we see, Taupo Marist down in 8th with one victory. No victories for KCRU United as of yet. One bonus point though, they've been competitive right the way through. And today they'll be looking for one better. Interesting point today for Taupo Marist. They will have one of their main men, Reeve Satterley, playing his 50th game. So congratulations, Reeve. One of our King Country Rams for the last couple of years. Presuming he's at number 8 today. So we're just about to get underway. Just before we start, big thanks to Waitomo Group for supporting the club rugby competition again this year. And we're just about to get underway here. Mike Ward blows his whistle, and we're underway here at Maihiihi as Taupo Marist look to start things off.
There's a bit of a breeze here, but as you may well know, we're in a bit of a valley here, so I don't think it'll be that significant, and hopefully the rain holds off today.
And QQ's first taste of possession today. Satterley over the ball, but can't quite get in there.
So QQ's got the ball back. New lock Dave's had his first run. Lockie, halfback. That. Number 9, Lockie van der Pash, on to Case Muller. Some of the young tyrants that QQ's had the last couple of years. Coming to the 4. Yep, Lockie again. So now some of the big boys. So, and it's Taylor Moley, big number 8. First year at KCRU United. Yeah, Mike Ward's called forward pass. So it'll be a Taupo Marist scrum.
Promising start from KCRU there. Initially, Taupo Marist making their way out of their red zone, but nice work through the middle and then working the edge. Donald, pretty promising start.
It is. I think this will be a very close game. I think these are two very evenly matched teams, but yeah, I expect KCRU to have a dominant scrum. But in saying that, I think Taupo Marist will be no slugs either. They've had a good run this year, or the last couple of years. I think they've done quite well. And like I said, I remember the days back when it was old boys Marist and that. So they went into recess for quite a few years, and then it's good to see them come back out of Taupo. Kept some of the green and the white as the original old boys Marist colours. And to get up and running again, you know, it comes back to a few people that have managed to get the club back off the ground and competitive.
Magnificent. So we've got a We've got a QQ scrum here. Not a QQ scrum, sorry, a full pass from QQ. So Marist, ball here, opportunity to work their way out of the end.
Yep, pressure comes on the QQ.
Big scrum.
Yep. Strong run from the Marist second 5. Very good run.
Turnover ball here for QQ. Van der Pash has got it, and he's swinging it wide. Little kick out. Nothing really on there. An opportunity for Marist to set sail.
No. Mike Ward's called them back for a knock on. That's standing referee Mike Ward. I've often thought so. So he's, dare I say, one of the few guys, Dan, that would be older than me. So, yeah.
Well,
I don't know whether that's a good thing, but I just thought I'd add that. So.
I surely couldn't, Donald, so I'm glad you did, mate.
That's right. That's right. You respect your elders. Always respect your elders, kids. Mike just setting the scrums now. Van der Pash puts the ball in. Yeah, Kiki's got a bit of go forward. So James Hemra. Case Muller. QQ number 7. Got a bit of the go forward. Van der Pash again. James Hemra. Oh, no. Knock on. Knock on by the QQ fullback. Just a bit stop-start at the moment. I think they're just sort of nerves on both sides. I think they're just sort of starting to settle in. But yeah. And contrary to popular thing, what I just said about 10 minutes ago, there is a bit of wind here now. So, good they've made a liar out of me over that. So another QQ's, no, Marist scrum.
Last couple of years, folks, Marist has had the better of this fixture. Obviously, QQ hasn't won for a couple of years, but through 2019, they actually had the better of Marist, beating them 3 times through 2019. So Mike Ward's got a penalty there. So it wasn't that long ago. People forget, don't they, Donald, that QQ is actually a very competitive force.
Oh, it was for a lot of years, but like I said at numerous times and numerous functions, you know, we'd be one of the true last country clubs left in New Zealand. There's, yeah, here we go. No, that's over us.
It's Donald's ball.
Yeah.
Caught it up in the truck.
Yeah. No, not quite. But, you know, we're very proud history, Dan. 71 years we've been going, so 2027 will be our 75th, so we look forward to that, but no, there's lots of good things going on at the club at the moment. Curtain raiser to this was the under 85s, which is a new concept for QQ. Last night the girls started off the netball, and 3 netball teams, which is the first ever for QQ. So nice. Yeah, things are going quite well for the club. So
and some great running footing here. Van der Pash, nice quick ball off the bottom there.
Yeah, QQ hawker Bruce Arliss. He's just one of the old hands. Come back to help out. So, but yeah, no. Just been done for hanging onto the ball. Actually, a man of his experience should know better than that, to be fair. So. No, not out. Close, but no cigar.
He's going to have a go here. Yeah. Beats Tom Ryan.
Yeah.
And sets up just inside their half.
Yeah.
They're attacking half here. Is that Lossi? Younger?
Yep. Good hands, good pickup. So, oh yeah, no, penalty to QQ. Man going over the top. So we've been going a few minutes now, and it's all been played in Taupo Marist half. So the wind's sort of going across the field. Let's see, James Hemra. First 5 for QQ. He's going to kick to touch. Good kick. So it's taking play into the 22. So you were out here on Tuesday night, Dan, taking the lads. So.
Yeah, I tell you what, you have to put some double time in on me pay slip there, Donald. I haven't told Kurt about that yet. But,
well, I'll ring him. You can take a pay rise out of petty cash for that, to be fair. I'm certain they must have some petty cash tucked away somewhere. I hope they're listening, but yeah.
No, nice little Anzac Day treat, and always a treat to come out here to Maihiihi and just do a wee bit of work around some line-out stuff. Yeah. So hopefully we see the fruits of that today. The coaches had identified that as in a pretty murky sort of weather over in Tūrangi last week, that set piece wasn't what it could have been.
No, I heard I didn't make it down there. I was here with the under-85s last week, but talking to Mr. Aaron Dunster, and he said like the field was atrocious, and I had pictures sent to me that it was actually underwater up until a couple of hours before the game. So Rupini, he's I think a bit of a flyer.
Bit of space out here for QQ as they look to find the left edge, but get caught short. There's still space here. They probe again. Hemera in behind. And his brother Hohepa tries to clean up there, but he lets him free.
Oh, no, out.
He's just put a foot in touch there, the Marist fullback.
Quite interesting down there that the Marist touch judge down here, I shouldn't say that, but the touch judge down here, Mr. James White, very renowned coach and expert, and great coaching record and thing, and we was actually approached by QQ earlier on the year, but just a bit too far to travel. So, but very good, knowledgeable man, outstanding player in his day. Van der Pash, James Hemera.
Comedy of errors there, but we play on. Van der Pash, some nice clean ball there, and some promising attack. Ball goes down. We start again. It was a good line out though, mate. Someone must have been doing some good work with that line out.
Oh, yeah, I wonder who he was, you know. Yeah. We'll have to investigate that further, Dan.
Goodness me.
No.
Some good dad jokes coming out early on. We better steady the ship here. Donald, 10 minutes in, folks. No score out at a reasonably blustery Maihiihi. Donald Street in the saddle with me today. And,
I think you need to rephrase that, to be fair, but yeah. No, go forward. Oh, no, call back.
Just to be clear, folks, not in a literal saddle.
Yep.
Just a colloquial saddle.
That's right. Good lad.
And
another QQ scrum. I think, so scrums have been quite good. The line outs, I don't know whether it's, the wind or... Certainly got up from the first game, Dan, with the under-85s played here.
Yep.
Against Minesville, and there wasn't much wind and it was a bit of sunshine. Well, both
scrum.
of those seem to have changed.
Great scrum from QQ.
Yep, penalty.
Great scrum.
As I said, Dan, it's to go with the new jerseys and the new kit. There's a bit of a new attitude in the forwards this year, and said scrummaging has been a real strength.
Yep.
But that comes back to the personnel that's there, no doubt whatsoever about that. So.
Nice QQ setup, shot just outside their attacking 22 here, and another opportunity if they can hold on to ball, keep things consistent, put the pressure on. Good chance here for some opening points. There's plenty of ball runners out here, Donald. Plenty of options.
Yeah, there is. It's just in this weather, and the wind is now picking up a bit more. It's getting the ball to them. So.
Big talk! Get up!
Brucey's hit over the back there, and Ben Hettet's dived in.
Yep.
Little knock on though.
Yes, Ben Headed, bit of a legend around these parts. Played all of his rugby basically for Otorohanga, and he just came here as a favour to Michael Cumpston and myself. I coached him when he was at primary school, and Michael Cumpston, he's our Vice President Life member, coached him at college, and he always said he'd come and help us out one year, and this is it, just about 40, and still putting the effort and the yards in.
Reeves Sadlerly takes the ball in for Marist here. Might be a little turnover. Mike Ward's happy with it.
Yep. Good tackling by Marist. Good defence. Oh, no.
The big fella's put it down, but Mike Ward's got a penalty. He's brought it back to the breakdown, holding on at the ruck. And they're going to go for the shot. Tricky kick, given the breeze, Donald.
Yep.
But
well, it's always the QQ way. Do I say when I was coaching, you know, you wouldn't want the ball to go too high. So not out here, not the way it is at the moment, but yeah. It is a very, very even game, and it's sort of good to see, you know. I hear Marist have been a bit unlucky. I hear they were well ahead of Pew Pew last week, and then Pew Pew come back at them and just got past them. So, and Pew Pew being one of the top line teams.
Yep, on their day, Marist are known to knock over some of the big dogs. So, yep, they've gone close. They toppled Eels the week before as well. So,
yeah, well, I can tell you that takes a fair bit of doing. It's a good kick. And it was high. There you go.
First points of the afternoon, folks, out here at Maihiihi. QQ United lead Taupo Marist into the 15th minute, 3-0. Well, it looks like you've put the sheep in the other paddock, Donald, here, and you've got the mower out for once on the main field.
What do you mean for once? That mower spends more time here than I do, so it's no, we're quite lucky. Gus Martin, one of our local legends and things, been on the basically done everything, and he refereed the first game here, and he does most of the groundwork and the mowing. So, oh no, knock on. That's a bit unfortunate. No, the big boys have got it. Okay, smell it. No, it's out and touch.
Well, she looks a picture regardless, and you got field 2 tucked away, ready for mowing, going to put it into some hay later on.
Oh, well, I don't know about this time of the year, yeah. I think one of our life members still owns most of that paddock, so leases it back to the club. But yeah, we I can remember us digging that out in 1988 and formed that second field, and then for a lot of years we had 3 teams and then 4 teams, and then in the mid-90s we even had 5 for a wee while there. And then it's been, as I say, with most clubs, it's been a bit of a struggle. In the last few years we've struggled to get 1 team. So this year to have 2 full squads and 2 full teams, and now you look over there across the field, like cars parked out in the paddock, and a good turnout of a crowd on that there. It's a sight to behold. So referees Mike Ward is having a bit of a conference with the front rows. Always pays to have that during a game. Calling it now. Penalty, scrum going down on the side. Yeah, that wind is still getting up even a little bit more. See the trees rustling in the background there. It's a good kick by Taupo Marist. Well inside the QQ 22. And see what they can come up with from here. Well, there should be plenty of them floating around here, you would think, so.
Well, I've brought plenty down to the club, mate. So
Yeah. They wouldn't think to look backwards, mate, so there you go. Here we go. And I got the same one. And the touch judge had to go get it. Yep. Let's see it. Over the top. No, not straight.
oh, he's got the early jump, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's free kick, Taupo.
So what is the ruling on that, Dan?
I think it's just he's just got him on the early jump. Pretty subjective call.
Yeah, you see that in Super Rugby, which obviously we all watch. That seems to be the norm these days. So I know, Case Muller, bit of a tyrant. He's got the ball. Lockie, good kick downfield. Oh, that's a good catch and a good return. Yep. Yep.
Nice closing of space here from QQ, and they shut the attack down. A few high-ish tackles, but Mike Ward's got the arm out there.
Yep.
As Marist keep it tight here. Uhipa Himara goes in, still having a go. Marist get it clear, and they're having a dart down the blind here. And, oh, jeez. Fullback for QQ was just tempting Marist there. I'm not sure why, but Mike Ward will bring it back. Got the head high tackle there. There he is, the big fella. Head high, and Marist, they will have a little bit of a breeze behind their back here.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, are they going to have a shot or? No, he looks like he's going to go for touch. Yep.
They're not having it. They want 7. Probably peeled off 5 to 10 metres at best there.
Yeah, that's Josh White at first 5 there. I think an outstanding talent coming through for Taupo Marist. They said his father is obviously there as one of the assistant coaches on the sideline, but the whole family, all originally, I might add, come from Maihiihi, just up the road up here. I suppose we can't take the whole credit for them, but... Oh, yes. Tackle.
Good little,
No.
good little move. The tight head there for Marist. Has a dive at the line, just caught short. Josh White calling for the ball, but Mike's got the try there. QQ not happy.
Mike Ward's going to have to talk to somebody, is he? No.
QQ weren't very happy about that call, but the try stands. First try of the afternoon. Early into the second quarter here, folks. She's a tight one.
Yep.
And 5-3 kick to come, Marist lead.
Josh White's going to line it up for goal. So, even though there's a fair bit of wind here, I don't think that's going to aid him. I think it's going across the field, so...
So what do you reckon? He just shoots right to left?
Well, I was a hooker. I never took a shot at goal either, so I wouldn't know. So, yeah. I can't really help you, Dan.
Righto,
If
mate.
I ever took a shot at goal, which I don't remember, it would have been more hit and hope.
All right. Well, I reckon he's going to aim to the right and let the wind bring it round here. Oh, there you
Just
go,
saying.
mate.
Well, he had the technology right, Dan, but he still missed, so... Yeah. You may as well let the hooker take it.
Exactly. Expert comments here, folks. King Country Rugby's live stream, weekly live stream brought to you by Waitomo Group, our generous club sponsors for the club's senior club premier season. Once again, Taupo Marist lead this one, 5-3. 22 minutes in, and QQ James Himara to get us going again.
Just gone, oh...
All sorts going on there, but QQ come up with it.
Yeah, Mike didn't call anything, so it must have been all right. He was right there, the referee. Yeah, that try may have justified QQ up, so no. Penalty to Marist. So you're just coming up to 3 o'clock. There's I think on a Saturday. I don't think technically it's winter yet, but it must be pretty close, so certainly feels like winter. Let's see, line out to Marist. As I say, yep. James White, skip pass, another skip pass, double skip pass. Oh, that fullback, I like him. Plenty of wheels, plenty of space. And still going. Just pulled down short of the line. Yep, Marist have got it in control of it. Marist halfback, good clearing. Another skip move by Josh White. Yep, oh, good offload. Doing very well. No. QQ going to get pinged here for going over the top. No, I think Mike's still playing advantage. Still advantage. Yep.
Smelling blood here. Taupo Marist. QQ on the back foot. He's going to have a word to someone.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going to.
So Lockie Vanderpash, the QQ captain, he's having a word to him. Hopefully it'll be about now. Sort his troops out and tell them to stop infringing. So
might be a little shot at goal here. Maybe not.
Or have they got to move? Trick move. No. That's pretty basic.
Oh, boys getting in the way. Hohepa Himara has knocked it on. I don't know if Mike Ward will send him here for the knockdown.
Yeah.
Looks like another knock on. He's called a knock on to QQ.
It's gone both ways. It's gone both ways. So, yeah. Take the first one, that was by QQ. Must commend both teams on their uniforms. It's certainly back in the good old bad old days when everything was either a straight coloured jersey or a striped band jersey, and now we have, well, I don't even know what sort of colouring you'd call that, but it's certainly distinctive. Very attractive.
Yeah. They're set up.
Yep.
Here to have a go. Keeping it in tight here, Marist. QQ's got stuck in that one. Case Muller. But Mike Ward's got the man over the ball there. He's happy with it, and QQ get out of jail.
Well, they aren't quite out of jail, but yeah.
Oh, we've got to see what this kick does first, I suppose, mate. And it could go anywhere with this breeze.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got the right idea, Mr. Hammerer. He's going to kick to the faraway touch line, which with the wind behind him. Yeah, that's a good kick.
Like
Mr. Angus Gus Martin is the other touch judge. He was the referee in the first game, and he's the guy responsible for doing the field. So,
magnificent. Here we go. Brucey to throw in. Oh, what a dart. Nice, Brucey. And QQ set sail with a little maul here, making some good meters here.
Big boys getting into their work now. It's good to see.
Still going
See
here.
what they can do now.
They make about 15 metres with the maul.
no.
Ball's gone behind Hemera. He has a go, takes on the line. Little pop.
Gone forward. Playing advantage. Good refereeing. Playing advantage to Marist. That's excellent refereeing. Yep. Quick hands to that fullback. Oh, he's out. He's out. Coming up close to 30 minutes. So, yeah, the first half hour. So there's not much in it. Still just 5-3 to Marist over QQ.
Reeve Sadley having a little bit remedial action down there.
Yes, he's very good player, and he must go close to King Country, I would think. I've heard good reports about him. He's always been a bit of a stalwart and a mainstay, you know. And like I said, Taupo Marist is only a new club really, so to get to 50 games is quite an achievement.
No results coming through as of yet, folks, from around the province. Earlier this afternoon, the Wairati women's team took on Hauraki North from up in the Thames Valley, and the girls were actually leading 10-0. But I think they've come back, Hauraki's come back to draw the match 15-all in Te Kuiti this afternoon. So pretty good effort for the Wairati girls. They haven't won one yet in their championship competition as play gets underway here again at Maihiihi. Nice line out, nice throw, Brucey. And QQ.
Good left foot kick.
Nice little exit there from QQ. Nice liner D coming up to meet them on halfway.
That's it. Oh, thought that's just about high enough. I don't know if Mike, has Mike called it for that? No. Men going over the top. So your role in King Country, Dan, must take you every part on a weekly basis all around the mighty union. And I mean, how many years? 60 years I've known, like it's a fair distance to travel, isn't it? So
the good thing is, Donald, at the moment, is the young fella takes the kick, Josh White. Yeah, the good thing is with King Country at the moment is we've had a number of new staff come on board. So obviously Josh Standon's been in the pocket for a wee while, 15 years. But myself, Tavita Nata and Abby Keach have come on board as RDOs, and then we've just had another guy coming on, Jamie Bell, in the refs education and club development space. So I think with a few more people on the ground, we're able to cover the distance a wee bit better.
that's right. Yeah, it's
often have conversations with Noel McQuilkin, who tells me he used to do all sorts of kilometres around the place when he was an RDO back in the day. So.
Yeah, well, when he was in the probably the golden years of playing, which was the late 50s and 60s, and dare I say with Sir Colin and Stan Meads, and then he coached, dare I say, I always thought was the best era from about 89 to 92, but he was always involved with the union, and that King Country team from 89 got into the first division at the end of 1991 and 1992 and stayed there for 1996. That will always be some of our proudest moments, and pull off some of the wins. But yeah, like I say, it was such a widespread union. It always has been, I remember back to the days we had big meetings in 1987 about bringing Taupo into the union, and that happened in 1988. And there was 33 teams down there at that stage. Unfortunately, now the way the world and rugby's gone, there's what, 2, 3 now. So, but that's just life, and that's how rugby goes. But yeah, in those days it was in the mid 90s. There was sort of 60 to 70 teams in the King Country Union. So, but I think most unions would have faced that sort of scenario over the last sort of 20, 25 years. So.
Oh, bit of a juggle there, but QQ just saves that one from going out.
Rapini, yeah, he's actually come from Dubai for us.
Go on.
Yeah, he was courtesy of Joe Vaidiaki. He's got a couple of these guys come here. Joe was obviously well known for Chiefs and the Blues and Fiji, and but he spent 5 years here with us.
Nice little inside ball there from Huepa Himara. Sorry, Donald, keep going, mate.
Yeah, no. So yeah, as I say, Joe's one of the, sort of the main names. He was here all his King Country Rugby. He was played here at QQ, so he came here in 1993 and stayed here till the early part of 1998. So he's up north now, working in the, dare I say, justice system at Whangarei or Whangarei. But yeah, he's managed to filter down, he's still involved with rugby, but he's managed to filter down a couple of players down here to us to help us out. So
I just had a little update confirmed, folks. Wairātei girls actually got up 2015, so outstanding for them. Their first win of last year. They were in a development competition, just sort of feeling their feet, and I looked after that team just from the union standpoint to get the girls going. This year, Wayne Fraser, our King Country Trailblazers women's coach, is looking after the girls. They've had a couple of losses early on, but today, first win in the new competition, championship competition for the Waikato. So pretty awesome for them. 2015. So well done, girls. Underway again here. Pretty dodgy sort of a line out.
Mr. Dave Wilson.
QQ ball and an opportunity here for them to get out of the red zone. Penalty. Tapping, quick tap here. And off QQ sets up to the 10-metre line. Looking for the quick front foot ball. She's too slow.
Yep.
And I'm not sure what Mike's called there.
Yeah.
But he's called something. And the QQ boys look a wee bit bemused and baffled as to what actually happened there.
Well, I can relate to that. I'm a bit baffled too, to be honest, Dan. But yeah, I've never known a referee to be wrong. So
well, true enough. But so Marist, testament to probably QQ's defence here. Marist has decided, boys, we got to come away with a bit more points than we have been, and we've got to go for a shot here.
Yeah, about 35 minutes in, so only a few minutes left in this half. But yeah, the first 15 was basically all QQ, and then in the last 20, I think it's fair to say it's all been Taupo Marist. So a bit of a long distance shot by Mr. Josh White. Deathly quiet at the ground.
It's going to land a bit short here. Oh, jeez. Wepa Himara has just held on to that. He's got the dancing shoes on here, and he just beats the first man. Marist pleading for a penalty, or maybe it was QQ there, I'm not sure, but front foot ball for QQ here, keeping it in tight.
Setu, big Fijian lock.
All the numbers right. There's only the left winger out here. And QQ look to close the door on Marist. Need a wee bit of a defensive line. It's slowly coming up, but Here we go.
Marist has still got it.
There's space here for Marist if they can use it. Satherley takes it up to halfway for Marist. They look to swing right where the space is. Josh White has a look. Pass doesn't go to hand, but his mate out on the wing's going to have a go here. Great tackle from Van der Pesch. But Marist still have the ball. Josh White calling coast. Must be the wide ball. The space is wide. Satherley, Tom Ryan, drawing and passing, holding the ball in both hands. Marist flicks it out the back door.
If the winger managed to hold on to that, that was a try all day long.
QQ hanging on here as we approach half time. Wind still rustling and bustling in through the valley.
Sun's coming back to pay us a visit, so.
Oh, she's been a bit chilly this morning, mate, that's for sure.
Oh, well. At least it's not Taupo or Turangi. Am I allowed to say that, or? I just did.
Van der Pesch sends a pretty average boxy to the sideline.
So, Mike Woods. Oh, injury. There's an injury to QQ number 8, Taylor Morley. No, they've decided he's all right. So, yeah, there should be a lot of other interest in some of the other games. Pew Pew Districts game and Waitomo Tongariro game. Both those games are of huge interest to me, and I dare say most of the people in the follow King Country Rugby, Club Rugby. I hear I was talking to Mr. Aaron Dunster out here on. He came for a visit and imparted a bit of knowledge onto us on Thursday night. I made a pilgrimage out here that I don't often do on a Thursday night, Dan, and he said Cruz Dunster's done his Achilles.
Yep.
So he's out for the season. So that's a huge loss for King Country.
Little stab in behind the line here. Nice little stab from Marist. Yep, Cruzy unfortunately hobbled off. If you folks remember, that was our live stream. I think that was week 2, Waititi versus Tongariro. Yeah.
His dad said he had to go on to replace him, so there you go. You know, Cruz would be a big loss. He was here at QQ, him and his brother, when Tongariro didn't have a team in 2018, and got to know him quite well. You know, great family, great guys, and certainly a great rugby player. It'd be a huge loss. As thing. That's about 9 months, isn't it? Achilles, Dan, I think.
Yeah, if that. I mean, or at least, should I say?
Marist on the attack. Oh, that's not going to go well. You're just going to leave it at that? Yep.
Just a little bit careless, probably the right decision in the end. Technically, the hips have gone above the head.
Yep.
Landed on his back, no problem. Josh White will have another go here, right on the stroke of half time.
Yep, we're just over, so this should be the last act of the half.
Our fans have been asking for it, and Lockie's come up with the goods this week with a running clock. So,
okay,
folks, we don't have Mike Ward all plugged up with on the old comm, so we don't know exactly what his clock says, but we've just got a running clock here to give you a bit of an idea of where the time's at. So we're anticipating this is the last play of the half, but no promises here as Josh White looks to extend Marist lead. Been a fairly even half. You'd say that Marist has had the better of it. One try to them.
I'd say definitely. Our well-deserved try too, so very well-deserved.
As White comes in for the shot.
That looks
pretty
a good kick. Yep, over. Yeah, that's it. You called it right, Dan.
And true to form, folks, that's half-time here at Maihiihi. Taupo Marist lead 8-3. And we'll be back very shortly after the break for some second half action.
Outstanding.
All right, folks. Well, we're here at Maihiihi. If you've just joined us, myself, Dan Tasker, RDO for King Country Rugby, and Donald Street, QQ United president for the club out here in the box seat calling the match. It's been an outstanding match. I was a bit late to the ground, I have to confess, folks, so we weren't able to go through this magnificent tale of the tape that we've done up for this week. So I told Lockie, let's put it on at half-time. We have to use it. Goodness me. So there's a bit of how the teams have gone thus far. 4 rounds gone, as you can see. QQ yet to score a win, but they've all been reasonably close there. So all within sort of 12, 13, 14 points. So they're there or thereabouts this year. Contrastingly, Marist has also had a bit of a sketchy start to the season. Big loss to Taupo Sports. But however, outside of that, their losses have been very close. Pinched one against the Eels, and they were up by quite a bit, actually, against the Eels at one stage. Just held on to win by 5 points. So both teams have had sort of similar seasons, Donald. So there's no surprise today that it's close.
No. We were expecting it was a close game, and that's to say, Taupo Marist have got a reputation for being one of the teams that do travel well. You know, our union being so sort of vast and spread out, there is a lot of travel involved. But yeah, they do travel well, whereas other teams probably don't travel as good as them. But no, they're quite a close-knit community sort of club down there in Taupo. I said roots back to the old boys Marist, and I can remember back in those days it was always a sort of tough battle at the office against old boys Marist. But no, this is shaping up to be a very good game. See the thing when it was looking a bit dim and grim in the first half, and the wind's gone and the sun's coming out, and dare I say, all is right with the world.
The wind has just died down in the last couple of minutes, so nice, still quiet environment here at Maihiihi as Mike Ward calls the second half underway here, folks. There's QQ.
Yeah, Dave Wilson, yep.
He's been bundled into touch there down the far side, the club side.
Quite a remarkable story, Dave. We found him in a digger on a farm. Started last year, and he just come out of nowhere, and he was looking forward to be just about player of the year, and then he broke his foot. And and he's only just come back now, and but he's off to Ireland on Tuesday.
That's right.
So
Bit of a shame.
It is. Yeah, good on him.
Bit of space here, but QQ's quickly onto the man with the ball, fullback for Marist. QQ's got in on the ball there, no. Oh, yes, he has. Mike Ward's happy that he's done enough there. And QQ, early chance to punt this one into some attacking, into their attacking half.
Sorry, that was me adding the background music. That's what happens when you give an old person an iPhone.
Goodness me. Some nice trap music there as well there, Donald. I wouldn't have expected that.
No. Well, actually, I can't take the credit. That's my granddaughter would have put that there, so there you go.
Steaming run from QQ as they launch into their attacking half here.
Good pass by Lockie.
Nice little short ball for QQ. Trying a few different options here. They go blindside and then come back the open.
Case Muller, I just saw his dad here. Bit of a legend of a player here, and his uncle Tony, back in my day, was one of the best players ever to play, not only for QQ, but I thought in the northern King Country area.
QQ with a sniff here, folks. And there is space out wide here. There's about a 3-on-5 out wide here, but Marist has scrambled. Still space available. Little show and go. Eventually gets it wide to the right winger.
That's good.
James Himara taking it to the line, looking to offload, but can't quite get the arms free. Nothing doing on the open side. Everyone's stacked on the blind side for QQ, but they come left. Plenty of space here. The old dancing feet, little cut.
Oh.
Oh, and Hohepa Himara has worn one there. Marist man off his feet at the ruck. And QQ still have possession here, folks. Some good pressure. Oh. Oh, goodness me. Mike Ward's called the knock on there. He's given his mate a bit of a slap on the back on the way up.
Bit of stoppage time. Mike's going over to talk to his touch judge.
Just got a man down here. I think that's what James White's gone on to talk to Mike Ward about. Old Brucey, the QQ hooker, is not in a good way. Thanks to Bronwyn, the Taupo Marist physio, for helping out there.
Still 8-3 to Marist. Inside the first 5 minutes of the second half, so. I think you can safely say this is ideal conditions here now, so don't think it's going to be of any advantage to any team. So.
All right, Brucey's back in action after a little bit of a sabbatical there on the sideline. He's back into it. You can't keep him out of the action for long. Be a Marist scrum here. QQ putting the pressure on, but sort of ran out of ideas a wee bit there and ended up by knocking it on.
A lot of pressure from QQ on that Marist scrum. Quick clearance. And Josh White. Oh no, Rupini. Good catch.
Rupini, here he goes. What's going to happen? He makes it back up to the attacking 22. I think he spilt it though, unfortunately for QQ. Is that Rupini, Thau and Booker, is it?
No. I don't think we could afford him, so.
I think he's gone back to Fiji these days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've heard I think there was an article in the Rugby News about him. And, yeah, he's came back from France, went back home, and, yeah, piled on, dare I say, Carver.
Piled on the beef.
Well, some of us can't talk really, Dan, to be fair, so.
Goodness me, I surely can't. But, well, he was one of the greats, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, just like flying wingers and, yeah, all the gas in the world and some incredible tries for Auckland and, dare I say, the Blues.
We'll just drip feed in some live scoring at the moment, folks. As we're watching this game here, Maihiihi Waititi currently lead Eels 22-12 at Cherry Grove. It's a good lead for Waititi.
That's definitely a bit of a surprise, I would think, Dan. I'd say that's a huge surprise.
Bit of space here for QQ. What can they do down here? Little chip in behind the line. It's toe-to-toe here. Marist quickly grabbed the possession. QQ man's gone off his feet there, but Mike Ward's happy with it. Holding on from Marist. Opportunity for QQ. They have started the second half very well. Sorry, folks. Sorry. I'm just...
Oh, some people will just do anything to be famous and get on TV.
Goodness me. Well, I'm just actually trying to get a few live updates here for the punters. Oh, great little move there, Brucey. Goes to the front man, Ben Hettet, and they're going to keep it in tight. The big boppers want the 5 points here. There's Marist hands all over it in the ruck. QQ still have the ball. Van der Pash sends it wide to James Hemara, and Hemara scores the first try for QQ.
A lot of hard work went into that. Dare I say the popos, as we call them, and that did all the hard work and the graft. And as per usual, a back takes the credit.
Well, I'll still stay well out of that discussion, Donald. And,
I think you should. Yeah, but there you go.
We'll cross live to Pew Pew, where Pew Pew are leading Taumaranui Districts 22-5 at present. So the two Taumaranui teams not having the greatest afternoon at the moment. Waitangi leading Eels at Cherry Grove. Pure leading Districts.
So this is to break the deadlock if this kick can go over.
Important kick here. Very important kick. He's sent it on its way.
It's gone, yep. Oh, well done.
You saw it for yourselves, folks. QQ take the lead.
Oh, look at that, yep. 10-8 to QQ, we're thrashing them. Absolutely thrashing them. So, no, I've heard good things coming out of PP. I know they've struggled with injuries and a lot of guys sort of haven't been there that were from the championship winning team 2 years ago. But I hear a little whisper that got one Mr. Peter Smith. He played for King Country 2018 and 2019. And I hear he started at open side for PP today. So I wish him well. He's a top player.
And the top of the table versus bottom of the table clash. Taupo Sports currently lead Bush United 26-10. So Bush still well in that contest.
Yep.
It's not the blowout everyone probably predicted. So Bush still well in that contest in Taupo today.
Oh, Bush have had a bit like Taupo Marist have had a bit of a resurgence, I feel, Dan, and Dion and Tracy Tutaki and especially Tony Rao Manawaiti. I think Tony Rao's been he is a quality coach. I think he can take a lot of credit for Bush's revival.
Mike Ward just got them with a bit of a head-high tackle there, QQ United. So they've been showing a bit of pressure on defence there. Mike Ward's calling time again.
Just this injury over here.
Man down.
To the Marist guy, yeah. There's a bit of claret. Top of his head. I think Mike Ward's calling for an HIA assessment. That's probably wise.
There's plenty of blood. Haven't got any live updates for the Waitomo Tongariro game. Has it at 0-0 on the app, so I don't know how accurate that is. Would have thought there had been some points being scored.
You would have thought so, Dan, but like I say, that they are also expecting a very close game out there. So I think Tongariro, what are they, second on the table?
Yep. Second on the table, just the one loss to Waitangi.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise, but yeah, it's we always look forward to our clashes with Waitangi, so I think we've got that at the end of the round. So. So Marist spinning the ball, but gone back into the heavy traffic, into the QQ forwards. Filtering the ball back. No, that's going to be a penalty. Yep.
Marist with a sniff here. QQ's letting them back in. A little bit of ill discipline.
It's a kick to the corner. Be a line out to Marist.
Marist best attacking chance of the second half here, folks. It's been all QQ so far in the second half, and they've rightly pinched the lead. 10-8. We're about 10-11 minutes into the second half, but Marist best attacking opportunity here as they make their way into their attacking 22. Numbers still open side. QQ's getting excited there, and they've pinched it, folks. What's going to happen? There's numbers down the open side. Have they seen it? Slow ball at the ruck. She's a bit niggly in there, and Mike Ward's called the penalty. Reeve Satherley arguing the point, but like you say, Donald, I've never seen a ref that's been wrong before, so.
Oh, I never said that, but yeah. I can still remember the days back when I was growing up and Sir Colin Meads was playing, and I can remember in one of his retirement games, and this is I think about 1973, so saying he said, and he always had to talk to every referee, and somebody asked him in one of the after-match speeches, why is that? And he said, because I never met a referee who didn't need a bit of help. Never truer words from the great man. Well, there, Kiki just slowly walking up to this line out. Yeah.
Well, Case has got it in front of his man there, but a wee bit messy. He's knocked it on.
Dare I say that's probably, is a Kiki thing. We only seem to have the one line-out option, which is, dare I say, pretty easy to defend against if you've only got one line-out option, so. I did suggest some of our guys needed to visit Jenny Craig and maybe sort of follow that regime, but yeah, I got told I was being negative, so.
Well, hopefully you listen, mate.
Yeah, well. I'm president and I don't have to take my own advice, Dan.
All right.
No. Starting to darken over a bit now here at QQ. Maihiihi, it's, not quite sure. All this rain that we keep hearing and storms, it's the last few predictions from January and February, all those storms we never really got here, so. Marist have got their reserve halfback on. Very good pass. Oh, yes.
Outstanding play here from Marist.
That's a good break. Oh, yeah, that's probably maybe should have gone off the left foot and gone infield a bit more, but still, they've still got control of the ball.
Well, QQ set on defence.
That Marist halfback, very good pass. Clears the ball very well. Very good pass.
Tom Ryan takes the ball to ground. Marist reasonably quick ball off the deck here. Satherley on the front foot, makes another 5 metres at least. And they go again here. The big boys are all out wide, but Marist is still going through the middle at the moment. They go again. And Mike Ward has the arm out. I think we've got another head high. Advantage Marist. Great opportunity here.
Yeah, so he's going back for that. He hasn't even reached for his pocket once today.
Well, there's still time, mate.
Yeah, well, there's always time, isn't there, Dan? Yeah, 15 minutes in the second half, so we've got 25 to go. So it looks like they're going to take a shot. Josh White will line up, more than capable of getting this, and if he gets this, this will put them back into the lead. Quite the seesaw game.
Wind's died right down here, folks. A little breezy, little chilly breeze coming in off the hills, northern hills. But not much to be riding home about, really. Josh White, real good opportunity here to put Marist in the lead. QQ, a rare opportunity to try and pinch a win. Haven't tasted victory for nearly 4 years. Last time was against Marist. It was here.
Yeah, a semi-final in 2019, and 35-0 was to us that day.
But for the time being, Marist take the advantage. 1 point advantage here. The scores is 11-10. The visitors lead. 25 minutes to play.
See what QQ can conjure up from here.
Good start to the second half from QQ, but kind of gone off the boil the last sort of 5 or so minutes. Can they get back into it here? Well, that's not how you do it. James Imara puts the hand up. Sorry, boys. Not ideal.
Hasn't been a huge amount of scrums so far, has it, Dan? So, and that's probably QQ's strength is the scrum. So, no, push too early. Free kick to Marist. Satherley's on the charge. Oh, no.
Trouble here for QQ. Trouble here. The man with the wheels has got the ball. Oh, Mike Ward's got the arm out. Someone could go here, mate.
In all honesty, I think he ducked into that, but it just depends how Mike's going to view it.
Tom Ryan goes close. Satherley lines it up.
Oh, yeah. Is he there? No.
Held up. And is there going to be the double whistle? Doesn't look like it. QQ hanging on here. 1 point down. They're hanging on for dear life here. They're hanging on for survival.
Yeah.
Tom Ryan in the corner.
Yeah, if score, that's a good try. Yeah, Marist has just sort of been all over them the last 10 minutes. I think it's the old story of pressure turned into points. Just coming up to 20 minutes, so 3/4 of the way through. So it'll be 20 minutes left. And we've got a bit of our old friend the Breeze is back, so this just may help Mr. Josh White. QQ doing a bit of regrouping in behind the goal line. That's a good kick that made it. Yes, outstanding kick. Outstanding. So that's 18-10. So 8 points in front. So a bit of work now for Kiki to do. looking quite promising about 15 minutes ago. It's, since then, it hasn't been quite so promising. A fullback, about to do the restart.
Nice kick here.
Yeah.
Nice to
And
take.
Riga, Setu, big Fijian lock. Yes, no. Oh, ref. Once again, I didn't criticise the ref. If anybody was listening, I didn't criticise him.
Goodness me.
Well, don't want to do anything too disastrous, Dan. I don't want to be sacked from this gig, so.
Well, she's well paid, mate. She's pretty lucrative.
Oh, so I hear. I'll wait with my check for my check to turn up, and we don't even have checks now, do we? So
Big scrum.
could be waiting a while. There
Big
you go.
scrum from QQ.
That's it.
Well, dominant scrum. Mike Ward happy for it to play on. Backwards. There goes Rupini.
Yep.
Well tackled there by Marist. James Hemara.
Oh no, lost it forward.
Oh, some pretty average carries, to be fair, Donald, at the moment.
Yeah,
pretty loose balls.
no.
Loose
Think
balls.
they're starting to get. Both teams are starting to get a bit tired, but yeah. It's, neither team seems to have gone to their bench just yet. I see Marist have got 3 different guys on, but QQ hasn't gone to their bench yet. So.
Another big scrum from QQ, but Marist retained possession. Sloppy ball. And here we go. Opportunity.
Oh, yeah, if he passed it right.
Opportunity goes begging for QQ, but they've still got it here. They just got to breathe. Here's Himara.
Yeah.
Sadly over the ball. Outstanding, but doesn't quite hold on to it there. And, oh, gee, all sorts of hands over there. But QQ still have it. Calm heads are needed here for QQ. Big moment in the game. Big moment in the game as they edge closer. Van der Pesch not having an easy time of it there. Lossi Luiangi swings it wide to Rupini. Mike Ward scored the penalty. Where's the advantage?
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about the refereeing. I'm not allowed to, but...
Where's the advantage, he says.
I usually shout the referees here beer after the game. I'm starting to revise that, so...
Well, might have to be a crate bottle today if QQ wins.
Yeah, well... 15 to go. Just coming up to 15 to go.
That's where that conversation ended.
It is. It's one of those things you learn to leave alone, Dan.
Exactly. Bit of a slow scrum here, folks.
Yeah. Time's ticking away. I thought we were in for all money then, but no.
Well, what can QQ cook up here, folks? Pretty important part of the game. We've got about 15 minutes left on the clock. Front rows have gone down. And QQ outside the 7-point margin at the moment. Very crucial that they come away with points here. Go again. QQ set to attack. Boys on the open side look pretty keen, but there is a threat down the left.
See what they've called here.
Big scrum. The boys aren't getting rid of it here. They're keeping it under the foot. It's going to be try time here for the number 8. Lossi Luianga has done the trick there, Donald.
He has.
I think that's Lossi.
Tala Molly.
Sorry, I got the wrong man. Lossi's in there somewhere. Is he in the second row, is he?
No, blindside flanker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks, we don't have our team list with us today, so we just going off the fly. It's always better that way anyway.
It is.
But regardless,
I mean, whoever's listening is probably not listening to us. They're probably just watching the game, but, well, that's what I used to do, so. Okay, Ben Heddett's come off. So he's been Lani, new young guy, only 18.
Strong as an ox. Conversion has gone over there, so it's a 1-point ball game, folks. 18-17. Marist lead, 13 minutes to go.
Quite the game, really. It's sort of what everybody predicted. But next 10 or so minutes is going to be very telling for, well, both teams' season, really.
On the full. Well, the boys in Reed are pretty excited about that. And so they should be. With 13 minutes on the clock. Opportunity here. Oh, the big fella, Jeff Peake, co-coaching this year. He's on. Like you say, Lan's on. Is it Lan?
Yep.
And did a bit of work with him. Not so much around the scrummaging, but a wee bit of line-out work. So some good learnings for the young fella this year. We'll see how he goes in his first scrum. Well, Marist put in a fair bit of heat on there.
Yep. Probably taking advantage of a change of props. Oh, no. He's let that go.
Opportunity goes begging for QQ, and it's opportunity for Marist now. Still around halfway. Little knock on from Marist. Play on. QQ still got it. Time stands still there for a few moments, and Mike Ward blows it up.
Always very cool and calm, Mr. Mike Ward. Always has been, so. It's quite interesting. He was adamant, I think in 2018, Dan, that he was going to retire, and that was it. And here we are 5 years still further down the track, and he's still with us, so.
Well, I think he got the late call up today. I don't think he really wanted to come out here. He doesn't travel too far afield these days.
No, but yeah, he said, he sort of told me on Wednesday, he messaged me, dare I say, and said that he'd be seeing me again today, so he must have had a bit of a vision. Yeah, a bit more claret on the Taupo Marist guys. Got any other score updates, Dan?
Just working on it, mate. Just working on it.
That's all right. Bit of a break there. Still working on the thing. Going to send him for a... No, he's back on. He's back on. It's all right.
Moses!
Plenty of talk out there.
Both teams, yes. It's, I think,
Plenty going
Van
on.
der Pash puts the ball in. QQ captain.
Big scrum.
Number 8, Taylor Molly, off the back. Made about 10 metres. Yep. Setu. Yeah. Oh. No. So.
Oh, intercept ball here. And QQ setting off the 21. He's fending them off left, right and centre. And he's brought down about 15 metres out here.
He's got him for a, ball went knocked on. Unfortunate, but he looked like he was in for money, Dan.
Oh. They're not far off, mate. They can smell it. They can smell victory. It's within their grasp. One more score.
Well, as tight a game as it is, Dan, I feel that probably the next score from either team is going to be the difference. It's going to be the winning or the losing of the game. So.
Well, you've gone out on a limb there, mate.
I know.
You've really pushed the boat out. And, but you're right. Next score will be very crucial.
This is it. Strong QQ scrum again. And kick.
Massive shank.
Yeah, not much of a kick, but still, it's effective, it's out.
Goodness me.
No.
Goodness me.
Slight disaster there.
Well,
yes, it's that's a basic error really. It's when you want to have some momentum and go forward and you're hot on attack and then you lose your own line out.
there's been plenty of advice being offered in there anyway from Marist. Just a quick update across the region, folks. Not sure if these are full-time scores or what, as a big scrum comes in from QQ. Marist trying to get that ball out. Oh, goodness. Goodness me. Oh, penalties left, right and centre at the moment. Man off his feet. Eels look to have gone down 17-29 to Waititi. Pure are either leading or have bet districts 25-5. And Sports are up 38-10 against Bush. No results in from Waitomo at the moment, with Waitomo playing Tongariro United out at Waitomo Domain. So
Another good touch finder from Josh White.
the pressure is coming on here in Maihiihi Donald, as QQ arguably one of their best opportunities to get a win in the last 3 or 4 years.
4 years, Dan. 4 years.
They trail by 1. 7 minutes to go. They're taking an eternity to get the ball in. No wonder QQ's putting a man in the air. But Mike Ward's done them again with a free kick. And he's peeled that right off.
Yeah, no, on the full.
And there's a lot of clapping from QQ, but they're not making Marist pay with these opportunities. And the time, the old clock is working against them here.
That's exactly right, Dan. That's exactly right. There's still a lot of work to do. So, the defence from Marist has been exceptional, really. And when under pressure, their older heads have sort of guided the team around the paddock and done the right things at the right time.
Himara looks to make a break, takes it to the line here. Not a lot of support. Mike Ward's going to give it to them. No, he doesn't. QQ snaps the drop kick. Who knows why? Oh, goodness me.
Yes.
Goodness me.
Dare I say, the QQ backs coach, who probably should know better.
It beggars belief.
Yes.
It beggars belief with the game in the balance. Oh. Donald Street is pulling his hair out here, folks.
If he had some left, he would be. Yeah. It's a good kick to touch.
Josh White makes sure of it here. And
Yep, just on halfway.
here we go.
Chiefs, 8, 6, 2, 4. Holding.
Not straight, not straight. QQ getting every opportunity here. Can they use it? Do you think they're going to have another drop goal here, Donald?
Someone will be getting sacked if that happens, so I can't make it any plainer than that, can I? No, I'm sure they'll do the right thing, Dan.
Here we go.
Enough experienced heads there.
Big scrum, big scrum. Van der Pesch from the base. Himara looks to go wide, bit of space out here. Fullback can't quite get rid of the first man. The winger takes it to ground. Ball's loose. Van der Pesch has got to get on it. The Marist man looks to have come in the side there, but it's play on. They've flooded the ruck.
No, Mike's got them.
Mike's got it.
Yep, going over the top again.
Goodness me, folks. You're sitting on the edge of your chair. I can't sit down at the moment. It's that exciting out here at Maihiihi. A lot on the line here. James Himara to carve off a few metres here. Sorry, mate.
I said, this is definitely seems to be more people have turned up since half time, so.
Go, boys.
So QQ line out.
Oh,
Yes, no, terrible throw. Terrible throw. That's, yeah, that may cost at the end of the day. I mean, only a few minutes to go and down by 1 point, and you can't retain your own ball. No. And now somebody's decided to offer some advice to the referee. Oh, look at that.
Marist is into it here. They're into it. They're not going to play the slow game. They're going to have a go. And it's very poor. And QQ once again. Oh, the Marist man, Josh White. Goodness me.
Yeah.
Well, there may be 30 men on the park losing the plot right now, Mr. Street.
Yes, I know. And, yeah, the only cool, calm man out there is the referee. So,
And here we go.
yeah, this is
Folks.
this is do or die.
Goodness me. Talk about.
It's sort of got it all, isn't it?
Oof.
You can't say we don't turn it on for you, Dan. You know, it's a. We couldn't have scripted it much better.
Turned it on all right. Well, Rocky Van der Pesch, he's just, it's almost like Stephen Donald in the World Cup final. He's
Yeah.
straight to the goal.
Yep.
Let's do it, boys.
Well, he's only a young guy, and he's been with us 4 years now. And he started on the wing, and then he's had some serious injuries over the years. But no, I've always rated him, and like to think he'd be good enough to make the King Country development team or something like that. He's played enough sub-union and other sort of rep rugby, so.
Very important kick here, folks.
Deathly quiet. No,
He shanked it, and
That's
that
a
might be
shocker.
time.
that's a bit of a shocker. What's he done?
Goodness me. Goodness me. Oh, no.
I think he's called time, and that's it.
He's called time. Looked like there might have been a try in the corner there, mate.
Yeah, I thought, yeah. Oh, well. Didn't look like it here on our screen. So, yeah, that's it. 18-17 to Taupo Marist here at Maihiihi. I think an outstanding day all round.
Well, Reeve Saverley looks like a very happy man, winning on his 50th game. Well done, Reeve. Great achievement. And well done, Taupo Marist. Once again, another close one for them. They come out on top today. And QQ, they'll feel like that one was the one that got away. They were starting to come home. They had every opportunity to win that one. And just a few decisions could have changed the result there.
Yeah. Oh, no, very proud of our boys. You know, they've come a long way this year, and like I say, there's been a lot of changes here and a lot of changes within the team. But yeah, like you say, you know, it's to lose by 1 point in the same fixture last year, we lost by 40. So, but yeah, it still would have been nice to. It would have been very nice to come away with a win, Dan. So.
Yeah, I feel your pain, mate, but QQ lives to fight another day, and there'll be other opportunities. So as we look forward to next week, folks, she's going to be an absolute screamer at the Taumaranui Domain Derby date in Taumaranui, Districts versus Eels. No better place to be in Taumaranui on that day, so head on down, folks. We'll be there. We hope you will be too. As for today, Taupo Sports the victors. Unlucky to
Taupo Marist.
Taupo Marist, sorry mate. Unlucky to QQ United. They live to fight another day, going down 18-17. Thank you, folks. Thank you to Waitomo Group. And that's our live stream for round 5. QQ versus Taupo Marist in Maihiihi. See you next week.